Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Leanna and I'm a full-time reseller on Poshmark Canada and Poshmark US. Today I want to talk about some of the tips and pieces of advice that I wish I had known or that I had practiced back when I started reselling almost 3 years ago now. Now, some of these tips and tricks are things I need to revisit once in a while or remember. Even though I am an experienced reseller, sometimes I forget things. So most of them are not in order. They're no particular order, except for the very last one I feel is the most important piece of advice or lesson that people need to learn. We're just going to jump in. So the first two have to deal with your listings. Once your listings become exactly how you want them and they work for you, then your sales should follow, which is amazing. So number one rule with listing, clear, bright photos. Sounds simple, and really you can keep it simple. You don't need fancy light. Daylight would work very well. Clear, unfuzzy photos of your item. Make sure your background, whatever background you choose to use, is clean. That is my tip for that. Make sure if you're doing it on a wall, the wall is clean. If you're doing it on a bedspread, the bedspread is wrinkle-free and clean. You want to present the most professional photographs that you possibly can, right? The next thing about your listings is your titles and your description and using keywords. And I know right now with Poshmark's search engine thing going on, that keywords have been sort of all abuzz. The keywords that I choose to use when I list, I look at the item and I think, if I'm a buyer that wants this item, how am I going to search for it? What words am I going to use to search for this item? And I use those words. I try not to be overly fancy with the words I use. Very seldom do I actually put in the style name into the title because most people don't know the style name. There will be those few that do know it, and then maybe that's what they search for. I put that in my description, not in my title. And right now, with what's going on with Posh, I am trying shorter titles, because why not? I can try those things. And this actually brings me into the next tip that I need to remember, and that's about research. It's about doing your own research and learning how to do it and trying different things to see if they work for you. Just because somebody says, hey, this works for me, it will work for you, doesn't mean it's true. Find what works for you, find what works for you in your business model. And learn how to research. Research trends before they happen. It is the middle of February. It is very snowy outside here in southwestern Ontario. And I am going to the thrift stores and looking at shorts and bathing suits. I'm thinking summer already. And you need to know when to do that. In August, I'll be looking at winter things. It's just the way that the seasons go. You want to be ahead of the curve. Do your own research, learn how to do it. It will help you in the long run to recognize good brands or good materials. And the more you learn, the more knowledge you have, and that'll be better for your business. The next one that I want to talk about is being active on Poshmark. Poshmark is one of those apps, and I don't know if that's changing right now, but being active, sending out offers, listing, using closet clear out, using my shoppers, using the bulk things, all helps on Poshmark. I'm not sure about the sharing yet. That is up in the air right now, and I'm not really sure what to do about that. I still share at least twice a day, so we'll see. The next one, this one's kind of important, and it's an interesting one, and Paul actually came up with it. Learn the basics of the platform that you will be selling on before you even list. Learn what it's about. Join a Facebook group, join the Instagram community, and learn about what is acceptable on the platform. Learn how to work the platform, at least to a certain degree, before you actually start listing, because you don't want to be stuck behind the 8 ball going, I don't know how to pack this, or I don't know how to, counter offer. You want to be able to at least do those basic things. So learn the platform and learn what's acceptable. Joining a Facebook group or the Instagram community is a great resource for anybody new starting out, because then you can ask questions to people that have been around for a while and hopefully get the answers that you want. Find that person or that group that you can talk to, that you can try things out on sounding boards. Find that person that you can rant to. I find it very, I don't know what the right word is to be, but I don't like when on a social media platform like Facebook or Instagram, if somebody is always constantly complaining about the customers, about the platform, and it's all negative, it's all complain, 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 I think it reflects badly on them as a seller. So find that person that you can talk to. You can text, you can private message, make it as private as possible, because sometimes you need to rant, and that's okay. Excuse me, and that's okay. That's a good thing. Get it off your chest, deal with it. But I think you should be doing it a little more privately if it's happening a lot. Once in a while to vent on Instagram, I think it's perfectly fine. It's just one of those things where if it's always complain, then it turns me off. I don't know if anybody else feels that way. Let me know. This brings me to the last and most important piece of advice or tip or lesson that people really should take to heart, which is an interesting way to put it, considering what it is. So always remember that it's business and it's not personal. Treat your business like it's a business. It's about the money that you want to earn. It's not about a lowballer insulting you with a lowball. It's not a personal attack on you. Know your numbers, know your cost of goods, know your sales prices, know what you earn, know your sell-through rates. Learn your numbers, because that will help you succeed in your business. It also helps you to know exactly what you earn. So your net earnings, that way you know what your income can be and what you have to reinvest. It's very, very important to know or to have access to money to reinvest in your business. We need to buy items. Some people do have access to free items, and that's fantastic. But we need to reinvest into our businesses, so you need to have that money set aside so that you can do that. That, I think, is very, very important. Know your numbers. Nothing is a personal attack unless it's actually truly a personal attack. And those types of issues, you block, you report, and you deal with it. But really and truly, a lowball is not personal. A return is not necessarily personal, even though you may be able to learn from a return if you've done something wrong. So it's business, it's not personal, and be professional. It is so important to present yourself in a professional manner, because people see things. If you are on Instagram and you are complaining or you are saying, I don't care about this, that reflects on you. And some sellers are buyers. And I know there are people who present themselves a certain way, or they present their inventory a certain way, that I won't buy from, because they're just giving me that vibe where it's like, no, I'm going to end up with something dirty or something. So be professional. That is what I think is the most important one. These things I do have to revisit sometimes. With clear, bright photos, I am still having a few issues with lighting, and I'm working at it. I know that when I go to list, or when I photograph, I'll photograph, say, five items. I'll go through all the pictures I've just taken to make sure that they're clear and bright. And that way I still have access to the item and I can just retake that photo. That's how I do it. And with the whole keyword thing that is up in the air right now, my best tip is to try something new. I'm trying shorter titles on some of my items. Why not? It's not my whole entire closet. It's a couple of items here and there. And I'm going to see if that works. It's up in the air right now. We don't know what's happening. Really, it could be a good thing in the long run. I know that the search function has not really affected my sales yet. I've been fairly consistent with what I was doing last month, so I'm happy. I know that it has affected a lot of people, and I am so sorry about that, because that's got to be rough. In this type of situation, I would suggest try something new. Just try different words, try different kinds of listings, try a different platform if you want. Try something new. And that is where I'm going to leave that. It's been a good week. It is snowy and awful here, but that's okay because it's the middle of February, which means spring is coming, which I am very happy about. That is all for today. I hope everybody has a really good week, and I wish good sales for all of you. Until next time, say hi to me down below. Thanks. Bye.